Vezot Ha'Bracha, the blessing. Deuteronomy 33. And this is the blessing wherewith Moshe the man of Elohim blessed the children of Yashar'el before his death. And he said, Yahuah came from Sinai, and rose up from Seir unto them. He shined forth from Mount Paran, and he came with 10,000s of Kodeshim. From his right hand went a fiery law for them. Yea, he loved the people. All his Kodeshim are in his hand. And they sat down at your feet. Every one shall receive of your words. Moshe commanded us a Torah, even the inheritance of the assembly of Yaakov. And he was king in Yashar'el, when the heads of the people and the tribes of Yashar'el were gathered together. Let Reuben live and not die, and let not his men be few. And this is the blessing of Yehudah. And he said, Hear, Yahuah, the voice of Yehudah, and bring him unto his people. Let his hands be sufficient for him, and be you a help to him from his enemies. And of Levi he said, Let your Turim and your Urim be with your Yahid, whom you did prove at Makkah, and with whom you did strive at the waters of Merivah, who said unto his father and to his mother, I have not seen him, neither did he acknowledge his brethren, nor knew his own children, for they have guarded your word and kept your covenant. They shall teach Yaakov your judgments, and Yashar'el your Torah. They shall put incense before you, and whole ascending smoke sacrifice upon your altar. Bless Yahuah, his substance, and accept the work of his hands. Smite through the loins of them that rise against him, and of them that hate him, that they rise not again. And of Benjamin he said, The beloved of Yahuah shall dwell in safety by him, and Yahuah shall cover him all the day long, and he shall dwell between his shoulders. And of Yosef he said, Blessed of Yahuah be his land, for the precious things of heaven, for the dew and for the deep that couches beneath, and for the precious fruits brought forth by the sun, and for the precious things put forth by the moon, and for the chief things of the ancient mountains, and for the precious things of the lasting hills, and for the precious things of the earth and fullness thereof, and for the good will of him that dwelt in the thorn bush. Let the blessings come upon the head of Joseph, and upon the top of the head of him that was separated from his brethren. His glory is like the firstling of a bullock, and his horns are like the horns of a reem. With them he shall push the people together to the ends of the earth, and they are the 10,000 of Ephraim, and they are the thousands of Manasseh. And of Zebulun he said, Rejoice, Zebulun, in your going out, and Yissachar in your tents. They shall call the people unto the mountain. There they shall offer sacrifices of righteousness, for they shall suck of the abundance of the seas, and of treasures hid in the sand. And of Gad he said, Blessed be he that enlarges Gad. He dwells as a lion, and tears the arm with the crown of the head. And he provided the first part for himself, because there in a portion of the Torah giver was he seated, and he came with the heads of the people. He executed the justice of Yahuah, and his judgments with Yashar'el. And of Dan he said, Dan is a lion's whelp, he shall leap from Bashan. And of Naphtali he said, O Naphtali, satisfied with favor, and full with the blessing of Yahuah, possess you the west and the south. And of Asher he said, Let Asher be blessed with children, let him be acceptable to his brethren, and let him dip his foot in oil. Your shoes shall be iron and brass, and as your days, so shall your strength be. There is none like unto the El of Yeshurun, who rides upon the heavens in your help, and in the excellency on the sky. The eternal Elohai is your refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. And he shall thrust out the enemy from before you, and shall say, Destroy them. Yashar'el then shall dwell in safety alone. The fountain of Yaakov shall be upon the land of grain and wine. Also his heavens shall drop down dew. Happy are you, O Yashar'el, who is like unto you, O people saved by Yahuah, the shield of your help, and who is the sword of your excellency. And your enemies shall be found liars unto you, and you shall tread upon their high places. Chapter 34. And Moshe went up from the plains of Moab unto the mountain of Nebu, to the top of Pisgah, that is over against Jericho. And Yahuah showed him all the land of Gilad unto Dan, and all Naphtali, and the land of Ephraim, and Manasseh, and all the land of Yehudah unto the utmost sea, and the Negev, and the circle of the valley of Jericho, the city of palm trees, unto Zoar. And Yahuah said unto him, This is the land which I swore 7 oaths unto Abraham, unto Yitzhak, and unto Yaakov, saying, I will give it unto your seed. I have caused you to see it with your eyes, but you shall not go over thither. So Moshe the servant of Yahuah died there in the land of Moab, according to the word of Yahuah. And he buried him in a valley in the land of Moab, over against Beit Peor. But no man knows of his sepulchre unto this day. And Moshe was 120 years old when he died. His eye was not dim, nor his natural force abated. And the children of Yashar'el wept for Moshe in the plains of Moab 30 days. So the days of weeping and mourning for Moshe were ended. And Yahusha the son of Nun was full of the Ruach Chokmah, for Moshe had laid his hands upon him. And the children of Yashar'el hearkened unto him, and did as Yahuah commanded Moshe. And there arose not a prophet since in Yashar'el like unto Moshe, whom Yahuah knew face to face. In all the signs and the wonders which Yahuah sent him to do in the land of Mitzrayim, to Pharaoh, and to all his servants, and to all his land, and in all that mighty hand, and in all the great terror which Moshe showed in the sight of all Yashar'el.